Okay, now I'm thinking SD just wants to throw in random art words just to seem fancy. Atria! She wanted to make a memory. Sadly, without a Kodiak picture frame, she could not make a memory. Now, while the narrator is continuing on and on and on about something from Chi, people might be wondering why I'm a little bit upset last chapter with the whole entire Twilight was falling for Gentle bullshit. Well, first of all, it seems like he's a married stallion. They have not mentioned if she's dead or not. Now, if she's dead, that's a little bit better, but not by a whole lot. Because the stallion reads out like he's at least 16 years older than Pinky and Flutters, making a very huge age gap. Not to mention, while I've been skipping around, there's no reason for Twilight to fall for this guy. I've seen the question brought up multiple times. Why do we hate Flash Sentry? And this is why. Because a lot of professional writers and professional artists don't read fanfic. They're not allowed to. As such, they don't realize that there are certain tropes and scenarios that people tend to not like. One of these being a bland self-insert OC that the main six will fall for no damn good reason. Conversely, it's also a bland OC that the girls fall for no damn good reason. And that is what Flash Sentry reminds us of. That's a random ass self-insert OC that was inserted so Twilight can fall for. Hell, he wasn't even self-insert. He was just a random OC that Megan made that Twilight could fall for. And conversely, 9 times out of 10, this usually means that the character loses agency. Hell, that was one of my fears with Flash Sentry. That Twilight was going to lose agency, and rather than being the smart, cool, cunning girl that I liked, she's going to be like, oh, I can't do anything. Save me, Flash, with your dick. You've seen this many times. Hell, there's another fic on here called Tears of Gaia, wherein Fluttershy loses all agency. We do not like watching our favorite characters get diminished because of romance. We like to see our characters have some equal standing. As such, it's usually best to go with my theory that I think all writers of any franchise should have at least 1 to 2 fanfic people in the group. That way, when, I don't know, say a reboot of a popular 90s cartoon decides, hey, this guy looks like one of our producers. Let's put him in as a joke. Oh, you guys, that is hilarious. Ha ha ha, you're making fun of the fact that I had a crush on that girl when I was a kid. Ha ha ha. Hey, I got another idea. Let's make that girl you had a crush on fall for this guy. Ha 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 ha. At least having 2 fanfic writers would go, whoa, wait a minute. Guys, don't you realize in fandom, there are plenty of self-insert OCs out there made by horny people that just want to get with these characters that they love. These usually remove the agency of their favorite characters, so that way they could just be nothing but slobbering idiots for them. If we do this joke, nobody's going to get the gag. They're going to think that you or making a self-insert OC that's trying to get with the female character. Oh, golly, you're right. This would be a dumb idea. And no matter how much we would explain it, it wouldn't make any sense. Thank you, fanfic writers, for correcting our stupidity. All it takes is just one person to just go into the room and go, hey, have you guys ever read fanfic before? SD obviously has not. Meanwhile, Rainbow, what are you so upset about in the scene? What am I upset about? Yeah, what am I upset about? Well, someone, my limited edition Mazinger Z art book by Go the Guy. You know, the stuff with all the secrets. Oh my gosh. This is serious. Alright, everybody, spread out! We're gonna have to pause the fic for a bit. Applebot looks confused. Excuse me, have we actually continued the fic? I don't think we have since chapter 19. Quiet, fascist! Alright, this is how we're going to do this. We're going to split into teams. I'm going to go find out Applejack and ask her for another date, because I really want to see if I can't get her out into the field and we can get to go on for a long walk. Cardboard cutout, you go with Twilight. Pinky, Rainbow Dash. Wait, do you mean emo Pinky or normal Pinky? You. Oh. Normal Pinky has to keep an eye on Applebot to make sure she doesn't do anything fascist. Okay, just you and me, Fastest Bot, Pinky said, slamming her little wrench. If you make a sudden move... Fluttershy, you tend to the bunnies outside the restaurant. What restaurant? Oh, that really well done Loghouse restaurant. They got a whole ton of bunnies. And she... What will she do? You just look adorable. Alright, sprout! As Twilight continued looking for the manga, she walked through the halls and the many, many, many halls of the castle, hoping that Quiet would not show up. That's when she opened the door and found Quiet's bedroom. Oh, God, this fic is determined to continue this up, isn't it? Look, Fic, I think there's a lot of problems here we need to address about my relation, about how I'm ogling this guy. Alright, there's a lot of problems. At that point, Twilight could hear a slow thumping. When she turned around, there was a cardboard cutout Rarity. Oh, cardboard cutout Rarity. I know what you're thinking, because I'm reading the dialogue right now. This fic wants me to have a crush on Quiet. And that's just not happening. Not at all. Well, I could almost make an excuse for Raimi. You know, Raimi's nice. He writes things. And while I could also make an excuse for that deer in Tears of Gaia, there's nothing here. Just, he's a handsome unicorn. Woo. Last checked, I'm not that shallow. If I'm going to have a crush on somebody, it's going to be a really nice librarian. Or that one handsome dragon that came to Celestia's school that one time. Don't look too into it, cardboard cutout. He was so cute, and we may have snuggled once in a while, but that was it. And he did kiss me on the cheek. That was nice. But that's not all that I'm complaining about, cardboard cutout. I still don't know what to make about this whole entire Earth Pony secret bull. I mean, okay, so apparently fillies are taught that if they give out the secret, they could possibly be killed for it. And Earth Ponies are all scared that if other races found out about the whole entire we're Earthbenders magic, they would possibly kill them. You have the power to move mountains. It should be we who are scared of you. It just doesn't make any type of sense for this secret to work. Springer's already brought this up. But in order for this to work, nobody would have had to notice for millennia. But even still, you're asking a lot here for us not to believe that anybody could have found this out. What's more, it's not really that big of a secret. Oh no, we can move mountains. I can throw fireballs. Anybody else can control the weather. We already have all these supernatural abilities, so what's one more? I also feel like it kind of weakens them. I mean, before it was just farming and super strength. That's pretty cool, but suddenly it's mountains. Like, do we really need to go that far? Thanks for listening to me, Cardboard Cutout. You're actually a good listener when you need to be. Although, we're gonna have to do something about that potty mouth, Cardboard Cutout of Rarity. Rarity doesn't swear, but boy, do you do. And you tell a lot of dirty jokes. We're gonna have to work on that, Cardboard Cutout. Gentle suddenly taps the side of the screen. Excuse me, Lizardburger? Yes, gentle and quiet. First of all, it's gentle arrival, not gentle Epstein. And he is quiet presence, not quiet Jackson. We were just wondering if we could have our scene now. Oh, sure. What is it? Mustache twirling. What? Guys, you realize nobody can see you twirling your mustaches, right? Can we talk about the conspiracy? Why, no, sirs, no. And as we finish that chapter, we move on to the next. Oh, you know, for 23 chapters, we have avoided Spike. Wonder what he's doing right now. Spike, the magic dragon, lived in a tree. Frolic in a little town called Pony V. Little fandom loved that rascal Spike. It brought him strings and silly wax and other things like a dragon lives forever, but not so little fans. Painted wings and dragon wings make way for other lands. One great night it happened. The phantom gave no more. Spike, the bloody dragon, sees this beautiful roar. That's probably nothing. Back to the story. As a side note, I love the three sorts of Puff the Magic Dragon. They were a big part of my childhood. Meanwhile, don't worry, Lancerbringer, we found them all now. We can start the next scene. Oh, thank God. As everybody is sneaking around, unaware that Jason Voorhees is watching. Oh, Jason Voorhees. Here, let me help you with your issues. Still, it's impossible for me to take this all in. I mean, really? That's the big secret of holy magic is the whole entire earth bending things? It just doesn't make any sense. It seems so improbable, so stupid, so... You want to see improbable? Yes, email Pinky. Look over there. Twilight to her left, and there was Pinky, juggling an Ursa Minor, while balancing on top of Gummy's nose, while using the other hoof to make balloon animals. Oh, that's easy for me to process. That's just Pinky being Pinky. Makes me feel down that we kind of only have the fastest with us. Kind of wish Applejack could come here and clear things up. Where is she anyway? I know Legend's been trying to go on a date with her, but I float down. Yeah, about that. Applejack seems to have disappeared. Elsewhere, Applejack looked at a boat, then heard a lightning bolt crash behind her. She sighs. It's time, isn't it, Ryden? She turns around and sees a alicorn with a wide-brimmed straw hat covering his face, his blue robes mismatching with his brown coat. Yes, Pinky, it is time for you to come to Mortal Kombat. Applejack can only sigh. You're right. I know my parents. They tried to keep me away from this tournament. But only I can handle this, rat. You and several others. Mortal men and cultive cities fighting to protect our world. Sorry. And so did Applejack get on the long boat, hearing from the Kieran, "It has begun!" Time to begin Mortal Kombat. Whatever Applejack's doing is probably not important. So I guess we're gonna have stuck here with the fastest. And where does she go? Somewhere deep and quiet his lab. Their pony stallion rubs his forehead. So, they have not figured you out yet, my Applebot? No, they have not. They have not realized anything about my true programming. Oh, good, 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 good. That is good, that is good. And your power core, it remains intact? Yes. Everything that was required is within me. And the data on the other banners, you have that? Yes. Good, good. The things we keep from the reader, right? He doesn't know yet what we're doing down here to the story. Go back to the group, Applebot. Yes, sir. Yes, Professor. Oh, and do me a favor. Do not tell the quiet and gentle about this, or tell any pony about my presence, and do try to keep down the fastest. We don't want every pony to know, right? Yes, Professor. And with that, the Applebot proceeded to walk back out of the castle and into the next scene. This pony in the shadows claps his hooves together before reaching into a small bowl of jelly beans and pulls out one and eats on it slowly. Oh, quiet and clear. Oh, what a world you have given me to play with. Meanwhile, back on the surface, the elements, the princesses, they were really just normal ponies, bearers. Um, we know Celestia wielded the elements. It's in the legend. It's right there. She's wielding the elements. Um, why is this a shock? Season 2, right here. We know this. Here's the transcript. I thought the spell we would cast would keep him contained forever, but since Luna and I are no longer connected to the elements, the spell has been broken. No longer connected? This is Cadillac Tower, where the elements are kept inside since all of you recovered them. I need you to wield the elements of harmony once again and stop discord before he thrusts all of Equestria into eternal chaos. But why us? Why don't you? Hey, look, we're famous! You six showed the full potential of the elements by harnessing the magic of your friendship to beat a mighty foe. Although Luna and I once wielded the elements, it is you who now control their power, and you who must defeat discord. See? Right there. We know Celestia and Luna controlled the elements. We know this. They said that. The main six should know this. You should know this. The people who continue to complain about why Celestia wanted the main six to handle Discord and ask, well, why didn't Celestia just do it? What Celestia just said! They wield the elements! Know this! See, says it! Right there! This is about as stupid as if Fluttershy was shocked that Commander Hurricane was a real pony! Commander Hurricane was a real pony? She was a bearer? Click, click. I'm not gonna do it! Don't you folks stop me! Don't you folks stop me! No, listen, you have so much to live for! Yeah, you're right. I do have my 40th thing coming. And a trip to a certain convention. I gotta go check that out. Plus, I really don't want to mess up my little brother's gun. He worked too hard to get it.